I'm exhausted. You can tell in my voice I am sleep deprived, but San Diego Comic-Con is right around the corner, and I am building the first ever Immortals of Aveum cosplay costume to bring to San Diego Comic-Con. So I have to get to work.
Immortals of Aveum is a first-person magic shooter game releasing on August 22nd. But Alicia Marie isn't waiting to embrace the magic of Kirkan. In our last 2 episodes, we witnessed Alicia begin her transformation as she collected the necessary resources and built out a highly detailed armored suit.
This is what I call a speed run of a costume, speed running. This costume has to be done by San Diego Comic-Con, and I believe that I can make this happen, so I will.
Now, with the final touches on their way, we check back in with Alicia as she makes Grand Magnus Kirkan's cosplay debut.
I am goddamn furious.
Time to master your magic. This is Immortals of Aveum, the Style of Immortals. Presented by Immortals of Aveum. Available August 22nd on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
I believe in you. She definitely thinks you're going to die.
We talk about how life has those really, really, really high highs and then the valleys. The valleys, woo. Those valleys, you have to like scrape your way up. You have to like find that something that can at least help you peek up over the top at times. And those little things that I would always look for to help me peek over the edge of those low lows for me, and the things that are I guess bringing me to life today. It's the only reason I'm able to bring someone like Kirkan to life in the way that she deserves to be brought to life. Today is sort of a landmark day in my build process for Kirkan because I'm starting paint. This rack allows me to hang the piece so I can spray it like 360 and not have it like sitting on the floor where it can mess the paint job entirely. That's something I probably should bring up. I'm gonna have to use automotive paints on this for a base, but automotive paint's not gonna give this the look that I want it to look. This is gonna be an airbrushing dream come true for me. I love airbrushing. I love creating tones and mixing tones to make the perfect like sort of aged metal look she has going on here. This is going to be a painter's dream come true. And that's one of the reasons why I was like, I'll agree to do this. When I began to lose my hearing, I didn't allow myself to enjoy life anymore. There are moments I think where, and I think the universe gives these to all of us, where it's telling you, you can either stay where you are and you're safe and you're good, or you can take the leap and see what happens. And I met up with a doctor at UCLA, and his name was Dr. Ishiyama. He was so positive. He was like, oh, we did a bunch of tests. You're the perfect candidate for cochlear implant surgery. What are you talking about? This surgery was made for your type of hearing loss. And I was like this. In my head, I was like, it's not gonna work, but okay.
What's your official statement?
It'll be nice to not have to avoid any such situations. After the surgery healed, they bring you in to the audiologist's office to activate it. She goes, okay. And she points to my husband and says, count. Just start at 1 and start counting. Alicia, when you hear anything at all, let us know. And I was like,
15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
What does his voice sound like?
ruff, ruff, yak, yak, ruff, ruff.
Yay!
I noticed he started saying like 14, 15, and I hear beep, boop, and I was like, I hear something. I hear it.
You're hearing yourself.
It's just really weird. She goes, it's working. I was like, really? Immediately, like just, oh my gosh, like emotion. The only reason I'm able to do a lot of things, move in the hearing world so easily, is because of my doctor who believed in me and technology. I believe in technology.
In the magic shooter game Immortals of Aveum, the Everwar is an endless conflict that has consumed the world in bloodshed for thousands of years. However, there is one fearless leader who commands the order of the Immortals to protect Lucium, Grand Magnus Kirkan.
Hi, I'm Brett Robbins. I'm the CEO of Ascendant Studios, and I'm the game director of Immortals of Aveum.
I'm Dave Bogan. I am the senior art director for Ascendant Studios on Immortals of Aveum.
So Immortals of Aveum is a first-person magic shooter. It's set in a unique fantasy world that we've created. The game is about you as a battle mage fighting in this epic conflict called the Everwar. It's an epic, huge cinematic game. Kirkan commands the armies of Lucium, which is called the Light's Army. She is sort of a win at all costs kind of character.
We had to make her feel like a general. I had to make her feel like a badass, like she could get her hands dirty and get out onto the battlefield and not just be a wallflower. She's definitely decked out in armor, like she can take a sword hit. We've got the facial tattoo markings, which have magic origin. And we gave her a headdress, like almost a tiara, like a battle tiara of sorts, to kind of like elevate her status above the others.
And there's a presence to her. I would try to embody a feeling of power, a calmness and a feeling of power in how she behaves and how she moves.
Her hallmark key pose, I guess, is just kind of like feet slightly wider stance, arms folded behind the back, chest out, chin up, eyes down.
The costume has come such a long way. When I think about it at the beginning, and I first learned about Kirkan and Immortals of Aveum, and I studied the character to learn more about her, I went in, patterned, and then crafted all of her armor out of foam. I repurposed some boots that I had been keeping for no reason. I went to my favorite fabric store, got some luxurious fabric to use as her cape. The stencils, because she has face tattoos that she has to have or she isn't Kirkan. And then I brought everything up to East LA so that I could paint it, put the base down, and then home for details. The wig, I mean, it's a lot of the tiara. There's a lot of details, but I'm really proud of what I did and I'm excited to bring it to San Diego. So San Diego, here I come.
And to see Alicia's Comic-Con debut as Grand Magnus Kirkan, check out IGN's Comic-Con live show. Will she impress the Immortals of Aveum developers? Tune in to find out. And if you want to join the fight to stop the Everwar and save the realms, then be prepared to summon your power this summer. Immortals of Aveum is a single-player first-person magic shooter releasing on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on August 22nd.